I have the scorecard for Kite from Hunter x Hunter. So Kite, who was Kite? Kite was a hunter, a contracted hunter. He went to the NGO, that area, because he heard of a um, invasive species that was, there, mainly the Chimera ants, and he was shooting these things down. He was like, there's you know, a queen somewhere, and we have to exterminate her because once she, starts popping kids out, these chimera ants, they ain't regular ants. These things are like an invasive species, and they could actually um, turn the tables on us and become like the apex predator of like this world. So we need to like, get the jump on it and kill these people. So Kite was a good person. He saved Gon and Killua, from these chimera ants. Because they could have been, eaten by them because these chimera ants are man eating. You know, they eat human beings too. So he was like, okay, save them, and then he was like, I knew your father. He actually, taught me, how to be a hunter. And then I also remember seeing you when you were a kid, and I hit you in the face because you weren't supposed to be, fucking with those, animals at that time because they were, in like mating season or some shit like that. Or like it was their time to hibernate. And you were like hunting them. I don't know. It was something like that. But, he was doing something wrong when it came to hunting. So, and he learned that from Kite, and then Kite's like, he's like, oh yeah, I do remember you. And then they're like, cool. But then Neferpito, comes up. When Neferpito appears, that's when, Kite's life ends. Or does it? Because his crazy slots or comes into play. And he was reborn as, a chimera ant, right? But crazy slots turns into a scythe, turns into a gun. Um, yeah, and that's his nen ability. So, and he's a conjurer. But his strength is at 80 or 92%, speed 90%, durability 88%, endurance 90%, intelligence 92%, 91 for his experience, 88 for his close skills, 93 for his range skills, and 90 for his recoup, 93 for his hacks, and an overall power score of a 90.7 for Kite during the Chimera Ant arc. But be cool, call in the corner, and let me know what you think about that in the comment section below.